Well, I have no idea if this dual pans are going to fit. It came with the, I ordered it through Jegs, I think. I ordered it with the pickup tube. So I've already got the gasket on. It's a one-piece rubber Fel-Pro. I like them because they've got the metal. I know you can't see it, but they use like a metal or something in here where you cannot over tighten them. And that's the biggest problem with a lot of them, especially the cork ones. You got rubber on this end, you got cork, you got two different materials. They like to leak around the edge, but if you over tighten that rubber or that crap, it's just you know what I'm saying. It's a pain in the butt. And I'm not saying these are infallible, but they're much better than you know. I didn't hear it hit the pickup tube. And this also comes with these little plastic doodads. They're the same thread as whatever block you run. So if you're trying to put this on with the engine upside down, for instance, then you can you can actually put those in, put the gasket up on her, and it'll actually stay in place while you fight getting the pan in. Instead of having to try to fight everything at the same time, you can actually just fight it that way. You are actually way too close, so I'm going to back up here a bit. That's what happens when everything is in the road. And then, hopefully by doing that, and what I can do is twist you, I guess, a bit, where you can kind of see. The vomit cam lives! Don't ever think it doesn't live. Alright, now here's the deal. I did not buy any new fancy huge bolts or anything like that because you're not going to see them anyway. They're underneath the vehicle. But what I did like about the factory stuff was it actually had these hold downs. They're actually, what they do, it's this camera set up. I got the viewfinder backwards, to where I can see it, and everything I do is opposite. I should know that by now. But anyway, what this does is if you're using that cork gasket, this puts a lot more even pressure, because these things are pretty thick. These are almost 1/4 inch. And so what that does is help even out the tightening, the load, whatever you want to call it. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use them, and I'm using them for a couple of different reasons. The biggest reason being is because I'm using the Lincoln bolts, and they were set up for that deeper 1/4 inch deal. Otherwise, if I didn't have this, I would have to probably buy longer bolts, if that makes any sense. So I don't remember putting all this stuff together in one wad, but I did. Get all the bolts here out. Now the end ones, if it stays to form, which it should, are actually bigger. I'm just getting them all started here. And then they got, for some reason, Ford decided to put these big ones in the ends. Actually, GM did that too. I'm not saying that Ford was the only ones that did it. GM used bigger ones at all 4 ends, and then the littler, I can't remember the sizes of them. That's just, don't know, don't care. That's the way it works. So I'm going to spend 30 minutes putting these in, getting all these started. Now that rubber gasket, that one-piece rubber, it's going to be kind of tight, and you're going to fight it just a bit to get all the bolts started, because it's, it's a good. Those things seal really, really well. So don't be surprised if one side goes down, the other side you kind of got to mess with to make it work. Okay, now that's something I didn't expect. I get over here and iron short bolts. Oh, you know why? I think I put them in the, nope, I thought maybe I put them in the cover. Because like I said, I was fitting this stuff on and off and I used the new cover, but for some reason I did not take the bolts and get them out of the way, so, or change them around. Come on. Well, I found one. I'm sure they're laying around here somewhere, since I did find the one. Crap. I don't know what that is. Looks like I tried cutting that off with a... I don't know what I was doing there. Oh, that ain't it. Alright, I'll bring you back when I find all my bolts. I found them. Guess where they were at? They were with the timing cover. I had actually put them in the timing cover with all those bolts. So the water pump bolts, I see them. They're actually still in the water pump. Alright, my confusion is now complete. So, anyway, why don't we, and I don't remember, well, it's not that size and it's not that size. Definitely not 9/16. So, these must be half. I don't want to get carried away, like I said, because that's going into aluminum. The back's going into cast, but I don't know why everybody's texting me. I'm not going to go any tighter than that. I need to find what do we got here? 7/16. I don't think so. I just tried it. How about a 3/8? Like this one? Yep. There you go. Said it was off just a tad. So now we're going to use a ratchet, which let me get an extension here. Damn it. So I didn't get carried away with them. I know you're not seeing everything I'm doing, but probably should be working from the middle out. It's probably what I ought to be doing. Being easy with it all the way across. tightening these down are probably going to like inch pounds or something. Go around as many as it takes. Like I said, you really cannot tighten this rubber one-piece gasket that's got the metal stoppers on it. I'm not going to hit every one of them. I'm just going down until, because like I said, it's got this extra hold down on the sides too. So I'm happy with that. Now let's get the I did not put any silicone on the corners, and I'm not saying you should or shouldn't. I've just had really good luck with these rubber ones not leaking, so I'm not doing it. I may regret it, but I'm not doing it. I will go through everything again before I do anything, and I will pull the, yeah, see the plug's not even tight. So that's always a good idea. Pull that off, make sure that everything is like it's supposed to. It's got the gasket under it, before you put any oil in it, because you may regret that. So anyway, I cleaned the balancer up. It is ugly and it should have been replaced. I could order one and wait for it, but they're not that difficult to get to in this particular application. So I'm just going to run with it. I am going to put some oil on the seal. Actually, what I'm going to do is put it on the balancer. It only goes on one way with the keeper. So make sure it goes over that seal and doesn't pinch it in anywhere, which it didn't. It's just barely past it, but there is an installation tool. You know what I didn't put on there? Timing mark. Probably gonna regret that, ain't I? I use a dead blow. It's got shot in it. And don't hit the outside of it. It's on there way plenty. I mean, I'm going to put my impact on it, actually, is what I'm going to do, right down with an impact. I just want to make sure it was on there. Good. So, oh yeah, it goes a long way in there. Okay, guys, I'm going to take an impact of that. When I get the flywheel on it, I may go ahead and torque that. I'm not really sure. Don't follow all the recommendations, especially on the torquing sequences and how much and how you know, when to do it, how to do it, why to do it, everything like that. I am that kind of person that this is my machine. So if there's a failure, I only have one person to blame. Should I be doing it right to begin with? Absolutely. Am I doing it right? I'm doing it the way I've always done it and always had good luck. I rarely use Loctite on anything. I've had a torque converter bolts loosen up on me one time on a GM, a 3-bolt deal, because I did not get them tight enough. And I did re-Loctite those when I took them out, Loctite, and put it back in. I didn't have any trouble with it after that. But that was my own fault. I'm sure I snugged them up thinking to myself, I'll grab a hold of the crank and, you know, do a really good tight. I just didn't do it. So that's my bad. But anyway, guys, this is where we're going to get off of this for right now. I don't think that's what side it's at. Nope, I didn't think so. Anyway, I just kind of wanted to bring you along for this part of it. We still got a long way to go. We got the lifters. I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to get this stuff tightened up first. I got to tighten this up, and then I'm going to tighten that drain plug up. Then I'm going to turn it upside down. There's one thing I did forget to do, and I just thought about it after I got the oil pan tight. I'm going to go recheck all the oil pan bolts again as well. The old dipstick tube. It's right here. You can't see it. For the Lincoln, it's not going to work on this. This has one that goes in the timing cover. I've already bought it. The problem is there's an open hole there now. So what I'm going to have to do is take the Lincoln, because I was going to drill and tap it, or at least tap it and put a pipe plug in it. That was my initial goal, and I forgot all about it until I started putting this on there and realized I hadn't done it. So I need to do that before I go any further so I do not forget it. So what I'm going to do is take the old dipstick tube, and I'm going to cut it inch or two, whatever I decide to do above where it comes out of the block, and I'm going to cut it. It'll be smashed. Then I'm going to take my welder and actually just tack weld the end of it so it doesn't leak, and then I'm going to pound it into position. That's really not the proper way possibly to do it, but right now that the pan and everything's on, I don't want to tap it. I don't want oil or metal down inside my inside the engine now. So that was my bad. I forgot all about it, but that's how I roll sometimes. So I'm going to turn this like this so I do not forget. And want to get the dipstick tube. I'm going to go eat lunch, and I'm going to grab the tube here right quick. I think I tripped on it 6 times. It better be laying here somewhere. Oh, I know where it's at. And then so I'm going to cover this up so garbage don't get in anymore than it already has. And then I'm going to go to lunch and come back and we're going to fix it. I've got a plate, like I said, ordered for this. It's the way it works. So I'm going to tighten this up yet. I'm going to do it off camera. So I'll bring you back.